Welcome to Stonewall at 50, a CUNY TV digital series celebrating Pride 2019. Hi, this is Merlin. We've been invited to this lovely apartment on the west side near the Chelsea Piers by our guest today, who is the executive director of the Generations Project, Wesley Enos. The word that I keep hearing around you is intergenerational. Where did that come from?
I come from a small town in Oregon where most of my life I was involved with the church growing up. And without realizing it, there were all these older members in the community watching me grow up in this very small town on the Oregon coast. And when I graduated from high school, I had all this support I never even knew. And it really impacted me and helped shape my life. And then when I moved to San Francisco, came out, I immediately made older friends by working and living in the Castro district. And then when I moved to New York City, I did not have that experience at all. And I really craved having older role models in my life and didn't know how to help bridge that gap between older and younger LGBTQ people.
You have your own community now.
Yeah, I've been growing a community in New York City since I got here, but it certainly takes time.
There is queer families that develop, but that's after a great struggle that is an individual kind of a lonely experience.
Does the Generations Project encourage participation to create an elevator speech? This is optional.
Would you like to hear my elevator pitch?
Yes, I do want to hear your elevator
Well,
speech.
the Generations Project is a nonprofit organization based here in New York City. Our mission is to preserve the history of the LGBTQ movement and to promote intergenerational support through storytelling. So essentially, we facilitate intergenerational storytelling programs and produce and film live storytelling events to share and document LGBT history to people of all ages.
We're talking early 1960s. There's no role models, there's no movement, there's no community, there's no identity.
Who comes to your storytelling events?
Well, we welcome people of all ages at our storytelling events. It's really important for us to inspire people of all ages to come and learn LGBTQ history because we feel LGBT history is not often taught to us in schools. Our families don't often speak to us about it. And this history certainly is not just given to us when we come to terms with being gay or LGBTQ or an ally. So how are we supposed to learn it? So we certainly welcome everyone from all walks of life to our events.
Even though I was as close to my mother as I was, it took me a while to be able to tell her that because of the stigma that I internalized. And as I tell people now, HIV will not kill you, but stigma will.
How does one join in?
Well, there are a number of ways. We have a website at thegenerationsproject.org where people can join our mailing list.
I saw that.
Most of our events are free, and a lot of times people can just show up. Some of them require an RSVP. We are constantly recruiting people to join our intergenerational storytelling workshops, which are becoming the bulk of our programming. We have found that bringing a group of 12 people, 12 LGBTQ people or allies of all ages together who meet one day a week for 4 weeks to help each other develop a 5-minute story that is historical and personal and related to an LGBT historical subject that we're focusing on. And during that time, the group meets with one another, helps each other develop a story, and then shares their story on the last day of the workshop to a small audience. And we're always looking for people to participate in that and who can commit to attending all 4 days of the workshop for the 4 weeks.
It's a day's worth of work or a couple hours each day?
Each workshop is about 2 to 3 hours long.
Okay.
One day a week for 4 weeks.
So you teach people how to speak or give them an outline of how to tell their story?
Yeah, we give them an outline on how to share a 5-minute story. We help them develop 5 major points of their story. And we do group work to help older and younger people understand what each generation would benefit from hearing while they share their story, or how to help paraphrase 80 years of life into a 5-minute story.
Wow, that sounds like exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting and it's really rewarding to see older and younger people help each other develop their story. And most importantly, it helps us build a community leading up to our storytelling events, which is the greatest impact that our organization has, that it's not all on me or our community to get people to our events. Our storytelling workshop participants become promoters as well.
Yes.
Because our participants are excited to hear their friends or people they've worked with share stories at our other live storytelling events.
That's wonderful. I have actually heard my story in your promotional material about the friends no longer at breakfast at the restaurant in San Francisco.
The moment that really changed the way I viewed the community, and that was when I was working at Home Restaurant, and I was telling a coworker, I don't want to be like one of those older gay men eating breakfast by themselves every morning. And he just basically said, that person there used to have friends just like you. They used to go out all night and then they'd go have breakfast with all their friends just like you do. And now they're all dead, and now there's just him eating breakfast there. And I've never forgot that moment. And for me, that's when the Generations Project was really born, because I wanted to do everything to learn about that.
When it comes to storytelling, especially intergenerational storytelling, if we're hearing someone share their story on stage, many of us can resonate with a little bit with their story, and we can identify with that person. And storytelling humanizes all of us to realize a lot of us have had similar experiences and overcome similar obstacles, and it unites us.
It kind of opens your eyes to how hard people have to fight just to be who they are. It made me take being part of the LGBT community a lot more seriously.
There's a little pitch for the Stonewall 50 time capsule. Would you like to hear that? There's an elevator pitch for that
please.
also. So the Stonewall 50 time capsule will be built in collaboration with the New York Historical Society between now and June 2020. And the Stonewall 50 time capsule itself will be a physical manifestation of the LGBTQ movement, created by printing photos and creating handwritten messages and stories to attach to the photos for no one to see until the time capsule itself is opened in the year 2069 for the 100th anniversary of Stonewall. So it'll be stored for 50 years at the New York Historical Society.
Stonewall was in June '69, and a few months later, I'm with a group of people. We talked about how the split in our life was really hurting us, that we had our sexual life, and then there was our other life.
We are taking the stories told at our live events and then transcribing them and essentially tagging common phrases and years and organizing them in our own archive. And then through that process, we're creating quotes of those storytellers and attaching quotes of our storytellers with a photo of our storyteller. And that's the content we're putting into the time capsule. And we actually go to the storyteller themselves and ask them to handwrite their quote. Everything that goes into the Stonewall 50 time capsule will be handwritten.
You're also working with Sage on a yearly time capsule?
We love our partnership with Sage. It's a great resource for us, and we're able to develop certain programs that work with the Sage staff. And one of the programs we've developed was creating the Sage Living time capsule, which is a time capsule that's opened every year at the beginning of the year. And the purpose of that is to not only preserve our history, but to foster intergenerational connections on an annual basis at the beginning of the year by bringing different generations together to actually create something together, take a photo together, we print it, we'll put it in the time capsule. And each year, the community grows and grows and opens the time capsule and can read what they wrote to each other the year before. They can add a new envelope with a message to it for the next year or future year. So it's a really great way to help us sustain some of the intergenerational connections.
Do you have something you would like to say to the kids out there or people that are looking for this kind of experience where they can actually learn to express themselves?
Well, I guess I would like everyone to go easy on each other. A lot of young people don't know LGBT history, and it's not their fault. And the only way we can really learn it is if the older generation steps up or takes the time to share that history with the next generation. And in return, the younger generation needs to be open to learning history. And also, it's important that regardless of our age, both generations have a desire or an untapped interest to learn from one another. So I'd just like to encourage everyone to be open-minded and understand that we do have a lot of differences between our age ranges, but we also have a lot to learn from one another. And our history connects us.
We hope you enjoyed our discussion of intergenerational storytelling, and join us next week for another installment of Stonewall at 50, a CUNY TV digital series celebrating Pride 2019. And thank you, Wes.
Thank you.